I don't want to hear y'all mouth talking about why you pull that plant. Now this plant do not look the best at all, y'all. So I don't need y'all to tell me in the comments that plant don't look good. I know that. I see that. I see the same thing that y'all see. Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Your girl just committed murder right before I started this video. I just got rid of the very last leaf-footed bug that was in my Vago Easy Cube bed. So I'm excited about that. Let me show y'all real quick because I want y'all to know him gone. I said, look at him hanging out, crawling like he owned the place. He dead now. Yep, and guess what I used to kill him? I used some neem oil. I just sprayed directly on it, and he was trying to get away, and I just kept on spraying him. I unloaded the clip on that thing. But anyways, y'all ain't here to see dead bugs. Y'all here to see what I'm doing today. So we actually about to amend the soil in our Vago Easy Cube bed. I'm not going to get rid of my basil. I'm going to leave my basil in here. I am going to cut off most of the leaves on it because it don't look as bad as it looked before. I am, however, going to get rid of this flowering dill plant. And I'm going to leave my shishito plant in here because it still have like little buds on it. I was going to get rid of it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to just work around it. I'm going to leave it in here and try to get as many shishito peppers as I can get out of this plant. And I also want to show y'all it's brisk out here today. I'm so excited, y'all. That's why I got this big old Kool-Aid smile on my face because it's not as hot. I also want to show y'all our lettuce that's in our green stock. So our lettuce in our green stock is actually doing amazingly well, especially considering it's been so hot out here. So we're gonna go ahead on and get started. If y'all watched my last video, y'all know that I got this on sale at Walmart, the earthworm casting. So I'm gonna use this to amend my soil with, as well as adding a slow release fertilizer, some bone meal, blood meal. I'm not gonna add any perlite or vermiculite this go round, but yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna add to it, because y'all know less is more for the fall garden right now. Less is more. Oh, and I'm gonna also show y'all how our cucumber plant is doing. So I'm gonna show y'all those. One of them I'm gonna actually go ahead on and pull. I'm gonna just leave two in this bed. Y'all know I've been kind of back and forth about this cucumber plant, but I'm gonna go ahead on and pull it. Let's go ahead on and get this party started. So this is the same day as my last video, but y'all already got the video before this one. So I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I wasn't really doing too much in it, just starting seeds, but I hope y'all still enjoyed it. I hope y'all was able to take something away from it. So we're gonna pull this first. And I'm talking about ain't nothing on this thing. Look at it. It was just in there holding up space. So this is our deal. So we're gonna throw this to the side. And I'm gonna actually add it in our what is that thing called? I just throw it in our chaos bed. I'm just throw it on top of there and just water it in. And actually the next video I'm gonna give y'all an update on our chaos bed. And I say that this video will go out before that one, but I don't know which one gonna come out first. So I try to go in order. So I'm just breaking this soil up a little bit, just moving it around some. I don't want to break it up too much. I just grabbed hold of the roots on our shishito plant. And I'm going to go ahead on and pull this deal out as well, y'all. Because look at it. It ain't doing nothing in there. I was wondering why it was staying the same size for so long. I'm like, dang, this deal ain't doing it. Nathaniel, it wasn't doing nothing. We going to get rid of our friend that's in here. Then our basil. Y'all know the roots on the basil be going crazy. I'm just feeling down in here, y'all, seeing what I'm working with this soil. And if y'all remember when I first started this bed, I actually added an old tomato plant to the bottom of this. And it feels like it done broke down, because I don't feel it down in there no more. And this soil is still pretty light and kind of like airy. And I'm surprised my basil plant is still growing, because my basil was actually flowering, but I was able to catch it before it flowered too much. And see, it's flowering now. This is what it looks like when your basil is flowering. So as y'all can see, it's a little bit on top, and it is so freaking strong. And when I pull them off, I basically just throw them down in the soil just to add extra nutrients, and it's gonna break down in there. So kind of just looking through, making sure I don't have nothing that I don't want up in this plant in here. And again, I'm gonna cut these bad looking leaves off, because y'all, these still the same bad looking leaves that was on there last time. Matter of fact, let's go ahead on and do that. That way I can just mix it into the soil, and we're gonna get our scissors. Y'all, I done got my second win on my gardening. I don't know if it's because it's a little cool and brisk out here or what. Especially for me to be out here doing 3 videos. I ain't become sorry, y'all. And y'all know this basil is going to grow right back. One thing I can say, the most forgiving thing that I've had in my garden this season is this basil. Because I done did some of everything. I done moved it I don't know how many times. And it just keep on coming back stronger than ever. And this is actually 3 plants that's right here. And that's why it looks so big and bushy. And I may not be able to get all of them off of here, but I'm aiming to get most of them. What I'm aiming to get is most of the dead leaves. That's what I'm referring to. Oh, and I gotta show y'all our bean plant too. Even though them caterpillars been tearing the leaves up, still I got a bean that's on it. One single bean that then made its grand entrance. It's almost easier to just pull these off with my hand opposed to cutting them. My God, this basil strong. Now the beginner gardener and me used to just throw this stuff out. Some of the stuff I would add back to the soil, but for the most part I was throwing the dead and old raggedy looking leaves out. But now I find that just dropping it down in the soil, all it's going to do is add extra nutrients. As long as it's not diseased, which this is not diseased. I think this came from me doing the, I think I did neem oil at the wrong time of the day. Some people don't like using neem oil, but I'm standing by neem oil. I actually like using it, especially when I'm dropping it down. I mean, when I'm spraying it at the right time. This basil, it was flowering as well. It's so easy for this basil to start flowering. You can kind of miss it. So that's something that y'all want to keep an eye on if y'all growing basil. I ain't trying to make it bald. Just trying to cut off most of the dead leaves. Oh, we got a little shishito pepper that's down here. That mug tiny. We're going to go ahead on and harvest it though. Okay, so for my mixture, what I'm going to amend my soil with, I'm going to just put it in this bowl and mix everything up. So that's my worm castings that I added. I hate that I didn't get more bags of that worm casting because I find myself running through worm castings very, very quickly. So I probably end up going back to Walmart and grabbing a couple more bags of these. And I think I'm going to grab some more of that Burpee seed starting mix. Because I actually like the way it feels, like the airiness of it. And this is the fertilizer that I'm going to be using. Y'all know I was using Dr. Earth's all-purpose fertilizer, but I'm gonna just use this one, the tomato and vegetable food this time because it's a 456. It has a higher NPK than the 222 one that I was using by Dr. Earth. And you want to put enough in there to feed the soil because we got to remember that we've been using that Vago Easy Cube bed for a good little minute now. So we're just trying to feed the soil. Then we're gonna do our bone meal. We'll add our soil conditioner. And this is like an alternative for peat moss because I know some people don't like using peat moss. So this is the alternative for it. It's the biofiber soil conditioner, and I got it from Home Depot, if anybody was wondering. And I have talked about that on my channel before, but just in case you're new here and you were wondering. And I thought I had some more blood meal, but I do not. So I gotta stock up on that. I ain't supposed to be spending no more money this month either, but I actually need to stock up on because I like using blood meal. But it's okay, I just won't have none to add to this bed, but I'll eventually get some more. And they probably got it on sale at Walmart too. I just didn't even check. And the way that I'm gonna mend this soil, since we still got stuff in there, I'm just sprinkling my mixture around it and I'm gonna mix it in. And I'm just sprinkling this all through the whole bed. So even when I start putting my fall seeds in this bed, I'm going to try to hold on to my basil for as long as I possibly can. I'm not sure if it's going to grow throughout the whole like fall, winter time in my area or not. For those of you that are new here, I am in zone 9A. So in my zone, we do have pretty long summers. And I'm mixing it in as best as I can without disturbing the roots of this shishito pepper plant. Of course, this would be a lot easier if I didn't have stuff that was already growing in this bed that I was just trying to keep around. And since I'm adding this stuff in, I am going to top water this before I go in the house. It looked like it want to rain today, but I'm not for sure if it's going to rain, so I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to just go ahead on the top water because this soil is pretty dry. Y'all know the Vago Easy Cube bed waters from the bottom. Oh, and I can't remember if I told y'all in the last video that I did order my bug vacuum because y'all told me that it's a bug vacuum, and I was like, what? I ain't believe y'all at first, but it looks like just a little handheld regular vacuum, and you just use it to vacuum up bugs so you don't have to like pick them off. It's a lot easier from my understanding opposed to trying to pick them off one by one. So I will put a link in the description for the one that I'm purchasing or that I purchased. By the time y'all get this video, it will already be made because it's supposed to get delivered today. I just haven't made it just yet. And what I'll do, I'll just take this watering can and I'm gonna drain the water from this Vago bed and I just replenish it directly back into the bed. So while that's filling up, I'm gonna give y'all a quick look at our cucumber plant. As y'all can see, this thing is loaded with flowers. We do have some powdery mildew going on here, but I have been treating this. Basically what I've been using is baking soda and water instead of the peroxide and water. I'm going to see how that do because a few people were saying that the both work really well, but I'm gonna try the peroxide and water. I'm sorry, the baking soda and water to see how that works out. Like the leaves that look like this, that's kind of like dead and look a little funky, I'm gonna just break that off. So this thing is, that's what I'm talking about. This thing is loaded with flowers too, y'all. So none of them are female flowers though. I can't find any female flowers, and I'm just breaking a few of them off to kind of give energy back to the plant. So that one right there in the corner, that's the one that I said I'm gonna go ahead on and pull up, which I'm gonna go ahead on and unzip the other side because with this cover, you able to access this bed from two sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead on and unzip that cover on that side and go ahead on and pull that one up, and I'll just add that plant to our chaos bed. Basically, the plants that I've been pulling up, if I pull up anything, I just add it right to the chaos bed just to add extra nutrients to that bed and just let it do what it's gonna do, see what's gonna happen with it. And if y'all notice that my soil does look dry on the top, I'm not gonna worry about it though because the bottom, like going towards the bottom, when I stick my finger in there, is moist because y'all know this bed is watering from the bottom because this is another self-watering bed. So I'm not gonna add any water to the top of this one. If you are starting seeds in these self-watering beds, I do recommend that you water them in. That way your seedlings will still have some moisture because it don't have the roots to suck up that water with because the roots aren't established just yet. And that's all the water I'm gonna add to this bed just in case if it do rain like they say it's going to. I say they say it's gonna rain, but I ain't looked at not nan forecast. I'm talking about like they say. Like I looked at the news and seen them talk about rain. So we're gonna come around this way, y'all, and unzip this bed. So with this cover too, it's like the tendrils are actually trellising, which is making small holes in this cover, which I don't like that. So just the FYI, if y'all are interested in growing something that actually has to trellis up. And as y'all can see, it's a lot of powdery mildew right here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. And I said I was gonna add this to our chaos bed, but since it has the powdery mildew on it, what I'm gonna do is I'll just cut off those bad leaves and I'm gonna still add it. I don't want to hear y'all mouth talking about why you pull that plant. So if y'all can see the difference, this plant actually trellised up the twine, as y'all can see, but this one did not trellis up the twine, so it's kind of getting all over the bed. So if y'all decide to do the string trellising method, y'all just keep an eye on y'all plant to make sure y'all are making it direct and trellis up the twine. I did not do that, however, but this one just understood the assignment and did what it was supposed to do on its own, which I like that because it actually saves up room in this bed. Now the only thing is, because this cover is not real tall, it's kind of getting stuck right there because the plant is growing kind of tall. So if y'all decide to do the trellising method and y'all have a cover that's taller, kind of like how the Easy Cube is made, then I recommend using that instead of a bed like this, which I didn't think about that, y'all, that it was going to get as tall as it is getting. So yeah, as y'all can see, we have a couple of shishitos that's growing on this. We got one that turned red. We got one right here, then one right here, one growing right here, one growing right here, one right here. So this, and one right here. This shishito plant and two right here is actually still performing the way that I want it to perform. I noticed though these ones are a little bit smaller than the ones that I was getting before. I don't know if it's because I haven't been fertilizing this plant, if that makes a difference or not. I'm not 100% sure, but it still has a good amount of shishitos on here, and I don't care if they big or small, y'all, they still gonna get ate the same, you know. So it is what it is on that. And then I harvest our okra that was on here yesterday, and I see we got another one that's growing now. And I harvest okra off of this plant too yesterday, but I got a few more that's ready to harvest. So this Go Big variety is going big. And I appreciate that. It looks a little bare though, because as I cut the okra pods, I'm also cutting that bottom leaf off. I still haven't tried the sauteed okra leaves. Y'all say they're really good, but I still haven't tried them just yet, because I've been letting the okra leaves stay on here too long, and they start to look like that leaf. Sometimes I do, and it's starting to look like that leaf right there, and I don't want to consume that because I don't know if that's disease or what, and I'm gonna actually cut that off before I go back in the house. Now I'm gonna show y'all too our lettuce that I was telling y'all about. So look at our lettuce, y'all. It looks pretty darn good if I say so myself. And I say it looks good because it's been so hot out here. Oh, look at the lizard. I'm glad that mug ain't jump on my head, because I would have probably died. I probably would have broke this camera, y'all. And I'm going to leave it alone. I love that it's on our green stalk, because that means it's doing some bug control for us. So pest control, rather. So I love that. I'm going to leave it alone and keep letting it do its thing. Now, I did get some free seeds from Greenstock when I placed my order, so I just dropped a couple down in here. And it's just the Black Beauty Summer Squash. And they starting to germinate, actually. So it's two of them that then germinated. So that's exciting. Now, for this rough looking green bean plant. Now, yes, it has a lot of damage on it. It really does, y'all. And I see a caterpillar, a fat one too, right there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it's eating right now. I will say this: once I get my little vacuum come in, I'm gonna come through and vacuum all these up. Like, I have to. It's mandatory that I do that. Now, this plant do not look the best at all, y'all. So I don't need y'all to tell me in the comments that plant don't look good. I know that. I see that. I see the same thing that y'all see. There's some dead leaves down here that I haven't cut off yet. But I have green beans that's coming in. So I got one right here. And then I got one right there that's bigger. And I got a couple down in there. So the reason why I've been kind of letting this plant do its thing, because a few of y'all was telling me that even though it has the bug damage on it, it still will grow beans. So I'm noticing that. Now, how big the beans will get, I'm not sure yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go ahead on and fertilize that later on this evening. Or I may do it right now since we got an overcast. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it in the next video though. I'm gonna fertilize that just so I can help the beans get a little bit more plump, because I feel like they ain't as plump as they should be. They look like some little baby beans. I did want to amend the soil in our V series Vago bed, which I'm about to show y'all that. I wanted to amend the soil in that as well, but I still have my onions in here, and I feel like the onions are the only thing that's holding this bed up. So I still have my onions growing in here, and they look like they still pretty healthy, and they doing what they're supposed to do. Onions do take a while to grow though, so I'm gonna let this bed stay how it is, because I still have time to amend the soil. I don't have to be in a big rush. And these marigolds, I know y'all say I can save the seeds, but I told y'all in previous videos, and no matter how many times I said, somebody's still gonna tell me, hey, you can save those seeds. I have enough marigold seeds for me to last for next year, the year after that, and I'm not in the business of hoarding stuff, y'all. So I'm just breaking these little dead leaves off, and y'all see our lavender still doing this thing. Yep. So there's that. And this deal, I'm gonna just go ahead on and pull it, because it ain't doing nothing but taking up space. So I'm gonna put it down there with the other deal, and I just add it to our chaos bed. I think that's it, y'all. I'll be showing y'all more things that's going on under the tree in the next video. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another video. I hope y'all found this video useful, helpful. I know I ain't really been as consistent as I was when I first started out YouTube, but it's for great reason, y'all. I'm good. I'm still enjoying making the content. It's just more so of me trying to find time to make the content. So yeah, there's that. If y'all made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and leave a green bean emoji, since our green beans are still performing, even though them caterpillars still tearing that foliage up. It's all good. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the next video, because we about to get another one started right now.